What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today. New DEX Screener integration, Nintendo emulation on Hydra, and more Bitcoin OS alpha. That and more, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano just crossed 98 million transactions and 100 million just around the corner. Breaking news today, the highlight is that Cardano ADA's leading DEX Minswap is now live on Dexscreener, fully integrated, and as a result, the popular meme coin SNEK is now tracked as well, fully integrated with Minswap V2. I really like Dexscreener, Dex tools, and so seeing this integration really surprised me this afternoon, and it's great to see all the pairings on Minswap are available to be viewed straight on Dexscreener. Fantastic, and I think more DEXes are around the corner, and I think we're going to see DEX tools around the corner as well. Speaking of Dexscreener, Melon, founder of DexHunter, says that his DEX aggregator, they're working on integrating it as well. So I think, guys, we're going to see integrations left and right. Continuing on, Bitcoin OS, Charles says Bitcoin can flow into Cardano. With Babel fees next year, they will be able to pay transaction fees in BTC. Under the hood, ADA is being consumed. A DeFi experience for the first time ever with Bitcoin. Cardano NFTs, decentralized exchanges, can be purchased with BTC. Mind you, native Bitcoin. Bitcoin wallet can leverage Cardano DeFi ecosystem. That is gigantic. Guys, by the time the masses wake up to this news, huge. This is huge. And speaking of, Michael, with over 300,000 subscribers on YouTube, covering a bunch of crypto, NFT stocks, talked about Cardano, giving some bullishness. Michael says, I'm bullish on ADA. We're seeing the ecosystem grow. Cardano hosted the first legally enforceable smart contract signed in Argentina. They have partnerships with governments, and they're working with governments around the world. I'm expecting big things. And he addressed that, yes, the price is down, and he addressed that a lot of people like to FUD Cardano, but he focuses on the objective stuff. He focuses on building that bedrock. And finishing off with that, I'm expecting big things. Likewise, guys, so much bullish momentum. In the same video where Charles spoke about Bitcoin OS, he also said that after Doom, we're going to try to get a Nintendo Emulator working on Hydra. You can play any Nintendo, any Super Nintendo, these type of games on Hydra. That's a massive community. And we know that on Twitch and elsewhere, the live streaming community, the speed running community is very passionate. It's a very big community. And I think that there's a lot of synergy potentially with new use cases, on-chain speedruns, a lot more leaderboards, and a lot more. So this would be fantastic. And I'm a big fan. Growing up with the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, and more, it would be lovely to see an integration like this. What do you guys think? We're just getting started. Rosen Bridge. Well, we saw them recently integrate Ethereum, and mind you, it's seamless cross-chain. So you can go from Ethereum, Ergo, Cardano, Bitcoin. What other networks they introduce, it's going to be interoperable. You can just do cross-chain between different networks. We see a lot of interesting ones. Binance Smart Chain, Solana, Sui, Base, Doge, and a lot more. If you guys have any requests, feel free. Everything's linked below if you guys want to reply to Rosen with any other networks. But this is very bullish. I really like the bridges we're seeing like Rosen and WAN Chain. So we saw some big transfers because sometimes people think, well, why bridge? Well, here we go. $20,000 over to Cardano. And another one. Another $19,000 over to Cardano. So giving people the ability to flow the capital in and out is all about DeFi, right? Give people the options. Let consumers decide for themselves. Open those routes and we'll open the floodgates. So let's go over some interesting tweets from Animoca Co-Founder. And we're going to go over Sheldon, a great tweet as well. Some of it's AI and identity related. Then we're going to take a look at price, Bitcoin dominance, Intel stock, Bitcoin global searches. So Animoca Co-Founder says technology is open to everyone now. With AI, he can make music faster. Photography used to be a very special skill, right? A very niche skill. Then came the smartphone. That led to innovation. If you nurture AI, it opens new capabilities, leaves more to imagination, and goes back to our human nature. And I agree with this. You know, we as humans are great at storytelling. We're great with culture. Now, we don't need to abandon kind of the mathematics, but sometimes we're so fixated on the wrong things. And I think the more we can lean into our human nature, the better it'll be. So I agree. And he's definitely a Chad, really highlights the importance of culture, storytelling, joy, fun. And that's why I feel like his vision also aligns with joy, fun, culture, the culture that's part of these communities also. So I see a lot of overlaps between what Animoca Co-Founder is seeing, not only with decentralized identity, but also with culture. Sheldon Hunt, head of Cardano at Ergo, says waves of interest like meme coins, AI never truly fade away. Adoption will organically happen. DIDs, or decentralized identities, where you build up your digital existence, digital character, digital identity, to a point where you can say, I'm already in the metaverse. So the metaverse is not going to be one sandbox somewhere. It's really kind of the entire space, more or less. NFTs and all of that. So it makes sense. And I think that we're going to be seeing digital identity decentralized, empower people, give them that power of reputation. Speaking of reputation, this is key. Animoca Co-Founder says zero knowledge proofs, or ZK proofs, attest your reputation without revealing who you are. Digital identities will transfer to your passport and others. A decentralized opportunity, unsecured credit. In Web2, I can get a credit card because I have reputation. And he said that, you know, in Web3, you don't have that, right? You don't have that opportunity to get a conventional credit card. But in Web2, it's because of reputation, right? So in a decentralized way, it can open up great opportunities. And he highlighted that student loans alone is a 2.2 trillion market, the same as crypto. So I think there's going to be a great opportunity with decentralized identities, digital identities, to open up kind of a bridge of getting the unsecured credit. Maybe we see a influx of credit cards. There's definitely something there to be solved and desirable, because I don't really like the debit cards. You know, I like credit cards. You know, I think they have an advantage. You know, now yes, some people go and max it out and have bad spending habits, but that's a separate issue. I think that it would be great to see DID's reputation and have secured or unsecured credit to allow people to decide for themselves. So we'll see what happens moving forward. So price, guys, send it lower. I really like the prices right now. I've been replying to a lot of people. Send it lower. I want cheap ADA. And we've been saying this for months, guys. If you've been watching the channel since like spring and whatnot, we said post-halving, it's going to be sideways. It's going to be jittery. I don't really believe this October nonsense. I think that October, November, December will still pretty much be sideways until minimum Q1 or Q2 of next year. Now, we're looking at Bitcoin dominance right now on TradingView, and we're almost at 60%. And I say time and time again, these are important because we need Bitcoin dominance to tumble to green light altcoin season. The blue vertical lines are Cardano's all-time highs, the first and second one, 2018 and 2021. And both times we were at a low of 37% or 40% Bitcoin dominance. So clearly, we can see that the higher Bitcoin dominance goes, the more it hurts alts, the higher the FUD will be from Bitcoin maxis or paper hands. And we can look at other stocks to see that even with tech stocks like Intel Corporation, which isn't going anywhere. Yes, AMD has been doing a great stellar job to steal market share, but I mean, Intel's near their local floor. They're valued at, what is it now, like $89 billion? They're not going to go bankrupt. They're not going to disappear. And they're near lows right now. So I would watch Intel. I would watch the Russell 2000 index. I would watch Bitcoin dominance. These will give you some precursors to altcoin season around the corner, because I drew lines here again. Cardano ADA's first all-time high and the second all-time high. And mind you, Intel was at the $48 to $60 range. So clearly we're way far away from that. The money hasn't poured into this tech stock. Yes, Nvidia is running. Yes, Microsoft's running. Yes, Meta is running. But these are kind of the alts to the dominating ones. So coming back, let's take a look at Bitcoin Global Search. We actually dropped a little bit. We closed for last week at 16%, 84% delta from the high interest over time in May 2021. So the masses are not searching Bitcoin on Google. Stocks like Intel, which is kind of like an alt tech stock, not as prominent like Nvidia, AMD, and so on, are low. Bitcoin dominance is very high and hasn't tumbled down. So it's quite easy to objectively draw conclusions that Cardano has strong fundamentals, stronger than ever before, and now reinforced with Bitcoin OS. I think, guys, I'm actually getting more bullish now. I would say $5 to $7. I would maybe even say kind of the $7 to $8 to $9. I might even one day, and maybe towards end of fall, be pushing even higher than that. I don't want to give you guys always price predictions. I like to look at the seasons that we're in, but we're not in the middle of altcoin season. If we were, Bitcoin dominance would be low, Bitcoin surge would be high, tech stocks like Intel would be surging. None of that's happening. So I will continue to monitor and see how we're doing, but I think, guys, we will surpass our previous all-time high, minimum Q1 or Q2 of next year. What do you guys think about the announcement with Bitcoin OS and being able to leverage like DeFi on Cardano and also like Nintendo emulation on Hydra? What do you think about that? Let me know what excites you guys the most and what's your price prediction. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.